Once again, it was F5 o'clock yesterday afternoon. The Trump administration continues to basically be in disarray. I don't know exactly what other language I should use. It relates to staffing, it relates to Russia, it relates to resignations and firings. And this time, it's the latest communications director in a long string of communications directors, Hope Hicks, who is 29 years old. She's been with Donald Trump since pretty early on in his presidential campaign in 2016. She has worked for Ivanka Trump. She is, shockingly, one of the longest serving Trump staffers, and she's resigning. Now, why does she say she's resigning? Because she feels she's accomplished everything she could in the job. There's never a perfect time to leave, but for her, the time to leave is soon. It already makes no sense because I can't think of anything that Hope Hicks accomplished as a Trump staffer.
Yeah.
It's just hard to buy that explanation.
She wants to pursue other opportunities, but when you're 29 years old and the communications director,
Yeah, that's a
as good
good
as it gets,
opportunity.
yeah.
That's a great opportunity. She's in the good opportunity. There's always more to everything, though, right? The list of interesting timing is very, very long. First of all, she announced her resignation the day after she was questioned for 8 hours by the House Intelligence Committee looking into Trump-Russia collusion, during which she admitted, yes, she would occasionally lie as part of her work for Donald Trump, but she never lied about anything related to Russia. Of course not. I believe her. Of course, everyone that's being asked about the timing, she testifies for 8 hours. She doesn't answer a lot of stuff, as we heard from Democrats who were in the room. And then now we learn of her resignation. Very coincidental timing. Staffers at the White House are saying it has nothing whatsoever to do with the Russia testimony. But does anybody really believe that? We're told she was planning this resignation for a while and that this is just a coincidence as to when it's happening. Maybe it's possible that she fears indictment, right? That's sort of like the top level, easy question to ask. Is she worried about getting indicted? And thus, is she trying to sort of create some distance between herself and the Trump administration? Or is she positioning herself to maybe flip at some point? Is it possible that the 8 hours of testimony made it so that she realized she just cannot tolerate defending the administration any longer? No, I don't think it's that last one. And I honestly don't know what it is. But it's very difficult to believe the timing coincidence and that the resignation has zero whatsoever to do with the fact that she was grilled for 8 hours by the House Intelligence Committee about her role and knowledge of the Trump-Russia possible crimes that are being investigated. Now, the other question is sort of not more cynical necessarily, but the question is, does she already have an agreement with Robert Mueller of some kind, which included going and testifying before the House Intelligence Committee, not answering more than what she absolutely can't get away declining to answer, and then saying that she's going to leave the administration. Again, we don't know. There's also the case in terms of possible criminality by Hope Hicks. There's not there's a relatively strong case that you could eventually see an obstruction charge against Hope Hicks. After all, she was involved in that statement that Donald Trump Jr. gave, the first statement, which was all lies about the infamous Trump Tower meeting. Does she have a role there that could lead to an indictment? We don't know. But the smartest thing for her to do, if she does think she's exposed to an indictment, and how would she not be at this point, would be talk to Mueller before testifying at the House Intelligence Committee and then create some kind of a path forward. I don't know. I don't know what the explanation is.
It's a little hard to speculate because Hope Hicks wasn't really in the public spotlight,
No.
which is surprising for a communications director, but
Yes.
we didn't see her give speeches. I don't think that testimony was in a public setting. I
It
think
was
it was
not.
behind closed doors.
Yes, it was. And she also, I mean, now we're getting sort of further away, and it's almost tabloid like, as Pat was saying before the show, but it's relevant to what's going on, which is what is going on in terms of the Rob Porter connections. We told you that Rob Porter resigned a few weeks ago after news broke that he was accused of beating multiple ex-wives and he wasn't going to be able to get a security clearance. Hope Hicks had been dating Rob Porter, and I mentioned it at the time that Hicks staying in the Trump administration could kind of get weird. Well, not only is she leaving, but a week ago she also separated from Rob Porter. Again, I don't know what's going on. What we do know is that according to everybody in the room for her testimony Monday, there was nothing she said that even hinted at the idea that she might be separating from the Trump administration. And the question sort of at the 30,000 foot level is what's the impact, right? I mean, first of all, it's nuts that a 29-year-old former child model with no experience at all in politics was, up until now, one of the longest serving Trump staffers, right? That is an indication of how backwards things are. But more broadly, we're going to put up on the screen a partial list of some of the Trump administration officials that have either been fired or resigned. And again, this is only a partial list, plus all the people that resigned from various committees, including people like Elon Musk and advisors. When Trump said he would hire only the best people, are those the ones that are still there? Or are those the ones that are leaving? Like, is this the list of good people and they're too good for Trump? Or are these the bad ones that he said he wouldn't be hiring, but the people that remain are the good ones?
It's really hard to say. I think you should read through that list to the tune of Sarah McLachlan's "In the Arms of an Angel."
Right. Yes, we should have
funny.
some kind of a
montage.
an emotional montage of all the good people, great people, according to Trump, that we've lost. So Hope Hicks, another one bites the dust. Will we ever really find out what caused the timing of this resignation? Maybe. We actually might. I mean, there are multiple investigations going on that are interested in what Hope Hicks knows and when she learned it. So maybe we will someday find out. The video you just finished watching was made possible by you through the membership program. You can sign up for membership at davidpakman.com/membership. We are viewer-supported independent media. You can use the coupon code IVoted17 for a 40% discount off of your membership.